At 7:42 a.m. on August 17, 1943, Technical Sergeant James McKenna crouched under the left wing of a P-38 Lightning at Dobodura Airfield in New Guinea, listening to his pilot's engines warm up for a mission he might not come back from. The pilot was 23-year-old Lieutenant Robert Hayes. 6 missions, 0 kills. Intelligence said the Japanese were sending 18 Mitsubishi A6M Zeros to meet the morning patrol. On paper, the P-38 was a monster. Twin engines, heavy guns, fast in a straight line. But everyone on that strip knew its ugly secret. It could not turn with a zero. The A6M was lighter, more agile. In a flat turn, it could come around in almost half the time a P-38 needed. So American doctrine was simple. Never turn with a zero. Dive, shoot once, climb away. No dogfighting. Hayes had followed that rule on all 6 of his missions. And every time, the Zeros had simply snapped around and chased him as he tried to extend. The book was keeping him alive, but it wasn't helping him win. McKenna had watched too many Lightnings limp home shot up, flown by the book, and still chewed apart. He wasn't a pilot. He wasn't an officer. He was a line mechanic who understood cables, leverage, and how brutally heavy a P-38's ailerons felt at combat speed. At 300 knots, the Lightning could, in theory, outroll a Zero. But only if the pilot had the strength to rip the yoke over. Most didn't. The controls were simply too stiff. The night before, McKenna had stayed late under a trouble light, wing panels off, the aileron cables exposed. Lockheed's rigging was perfect, and useless for the knife fight these men were flying. So he did something stupid. With a length of scrap safety wire, he tied a small secondary loop into the aileron bell crank, changing the geometry so a little stick movement produced more aileron deflection. It wasn't